do you want me to do now?
Put it in there.
Like this?
Yeah, like it is.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to log out. Okay, now it looks right. Oh, come on. All right. Perfect. It is a little delayed though, so we gotta just be. What are you messing with?
Trying to mess with the lighting. Mess with the lighting.
I want to mute this though, so they can't hear us on there. It's still just me watching though. Okay, I think we're good. You can stop. Can I? Are you logged into the Facebook?
What do you mean?
Because it's literally just us watching it. I just didn't know, like. Where's your Facebook? Oh, it's you.
What?
I was like, oh, there's two people now, but it's just you. I don't know that you can do the business one. Did I have you as somebody who can write on it?
I don't think so.
Alright, I'll just do a comment. Oh.
I posted it on my Instagram story. I did.
The live?
Yeah, go look at it.
Yeah, but we did a new one. I don't think it's the same
No,
link.
I sent the link to our YouTube page.
Oh, I was gonna put the link to the live. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Good enough.
Yeah, cause see, look.
That's cool.
And then there.
How is it only saying one watching when this is watching and that's, oh, I guess, I don't know. Like, and you know what, like, just.
That's funny.
I don't know if that one watching now is you. Wish it would tell me.
Let me close it out and see what happens.
Yeah. It still just says one watching now. But I don't know if it's me. And I'll never know because I can't. I don't know, like when we should start talking because.
Because that's filming, right? And so this is, what is this doing?
Watching.
Oh.
Well, that's so we can see the chat if you wanted to talk to us. We are early. It's only 6:56. I'm gonna cry if it's just us in this live. You think I'm Josh and yeah. There will be tears. Can I like it? I did. I liked it.
Oh, you're making my back hurt when you do that.
Oh, it has 2 likes. Did you like it? When I had 5 views and it's cricket. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. Oh guys, we're if there's anybody in here, can you say hi? We don't know how to use this, so we're incompetent.
Oh god.
We're not sure if how anything works, honestly.
You muted it.
I did, but that can hear us. The
Oh.
phone can hear us.
Oh.
I muted this so we couldn't hear ourselves back, dingus.
Oh, I'm like, why are you talking to a muted thing?
Oh my god.
Never mind. Never mind. Just ignore me. Wow, I'm a special person today.
We know. We know. What?
It had me doing my selfie for a second there.
Yeah. What?
Trying to like, oh, there it is.
Did you just like it? It didn't change. No, yeah, now it did. So someone was here. Whoever's here, please say hi.
Sounds like we're doing like a Ouija board or something. Look.
A selfie of a selfie.
I'm gonna like screenshot that.
Guys.
Yeah. What?
We need y'all to talk to us.
Talk to me.
Hold on, why does it say 11?
I don't know. Is that notifications? That's notifications.
Oh.
See, they went away.
Oh. Go back away. Go back away. How do I make it go back away? Guys, that's why I told you I don't know how to work my YouTube. There we go. Are you still watching?
No.
So then when there is somebody here, somebody talk to us. We're gonna get started here soon, I guess, if everyone jumps on. We have a lot, well, not a lot, but we have some things we want to cover. Some new things that have come out in the last couple of days with some of the major cruise lines. And we kind of wanted to do like a little bit of a closing on our Carnival Horizon trip, even though we have one more video to come out tomorrow, Sea Day. So you'll still see that, obviously.
Oh, Lori's waving at us.
Oh, hi, Lori.
Hi, Lori.
Thank you for making us feel like we're not alone. With our ghost friend, hi.
Yeah, we're feeling very lonely over here. We're not really quite sure how we're working this thing right now.
Yeah, at all. But we did tell everyone 7 o'clock, so we're kind of letting everyone hop on, and we're going to cover some of these new things, and then talk a little bit about the wonderful trip on the Carnival Horizon, and maybe share a little bit about me. Give my baby a huge kiss for me, because I love him.
I saw the cutest outfit for him today too.
Oh my god, it was orange. No, she doesn't know.
It was burnt orange.
It was burnt orange, and it was like these little tiny shorts and this like button up orange. It was, oh my god, it was at Old Navy. Cruise ship bathrooms are a conversation all in themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be nervous. Like, they're decent sized. The toilets can be a little scary. We don't recommend sitting on the toilet while you flush, which is, it's hard to do anyway because the button is behind the lid.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to, like, it makes a horrific sound. But the shower curtains on Carnival can be a little annoying because they can sometimes they'll like to stick to your body when you're in there. I find that if you just kind of like every so often bat it, kind of bat it out, it doesn't stick as often. But they're not super bad. I do tend to only use the cabin bathroom.
Yeah.
Very rarely will I use a bathroom that's not in a cabin, but we've never had a non-clean bathroom.
Yeah.
Ever. I can say that.
I know. I mean, there is a little bit of storage in there.
Various like tiny little shelves going up on the mirror.
Yeah, on the mirror. So you have to be creative with how you store things.
Definitely recommend bags. Like,
yeah.
You know, any kind of like cosmetic bag to put your stuff into, to be able to put it on the shelf and just kind of keep it out of your way. And then like a cup for like a brush, like your toothbrush holder. Usually they have a glass in there.
Yeah, we usually use that to kind of stick our toothbrushes in and everything. Over the door shoe organizers.
Yes, if you feel like you're gonna have a lot of stuff, that's very handy.
Stick different things in them. We
tend to find that we don't put our hair tools or hair brushes in the bathroom. Those we put on the vanity in the like main cabin. So like there's like several drawers, and you know, we just pick a drawer and that's got the hair straightener, you know, hair brushes, curler, anything like that, or the open shelves that are there at the vanity.
Which ship did we luck out on and have the glass shower door?
Royal Caribbean has glass shower.
We just went on one.
Well, that was the extra bathroom on the Horizon. We had that second bathroom that had the glass shower.
I thought it was the Pride.
No, maybe it was. No.
It was one of the ones we went in March or April.
Sure? They do have a lot of ADA cabins, Lori. And from what I understand, the door is wider so that you can fit a mobility scooter or a wheelchair inside. And I believe they have special bathrooms.
Yes.
But obviously we haven't booked one. So I don't want to say for sure, but I know they are ADA compliant.
Yes.
So
I actually did watch a webinar the other day on Royal Caribbean's accessibility booking and everything, and I learned a lot about that. I actually should have brought my notes in with me.
She should have.
I took a lot of notes. Yeah, they take all the information from the booking on what the customer needs and their disability, what's going to have to be done special for that person, whether it be an allergy or disability,
Right.
what things they're going to need while they're on the cruise, and passes that on to either the room steward, the hospitality staff, the kitchen staff, and they make sure that that is taken care of throughout the cruise. That way, when you show up to your room, the room steward knows, okay, they're in this room, everything's taken care of, you don't have to explain anything.
Right.
But yeah, they have, I guess if you get the fully accessible cabin versus the, I can't remember what they call it, where it's just, I guess if you are not always in a wheelchair or needing the full assistance, the room has the bars and the shower chair and everything like that, and you can definitely get a scooter or wheelchair in there. The other ones may not be quite as big because you're not always moving around the room in the chair.
Right. Now, I will say these rooms do book up a little faster than normal rooms, so it may be a case of having to book out a little further in advance in order to make sure you have the room that is accessible for your needs. Just because, I mean, they obviously don't make the entire ship accessible.
Yeah.
I can't remember how many they said that they have, but it's definitely, you know, it's not going to be like a quick, you know, you're not going to be able to cruise like next week and be able to get
Right.
one usually. Now they will sometimes offer upgrades to people if they're in one. Like, let's just say one happened to be available and someone booked it, and then, you know, they do have somebody who wants to book that needs that cabin. If they can move the other person, they will definitely try to do that. But, you know, it always doesn't work out.
Right.
We've so Kane, do you have any other questions about the bathrooms, or do we cover it for you? Because I feel like we just kind of went on a bathroom tangent.
Yeah.
The bathrooms are fine, I promise.
Yeah. As much as we, I mean, 3 to 4 women
Right.
in one cabin, we're okay.
Yeah, we don't have too many issues with storage or, you know, anything like
No,
that.
never been on a cruise. All right.
Oh no, yeah, so you'll be fine. I
Yeah.
promise. It's they're a little tighter than like hotels and
Oh, yeah.
such, but more than enough room to move around and get what you needed to be done.
Yeah. I mean, the whole cabin, I mean, everything's on a smaller scale.
Right.
I mean, but yeah, it's fine.
Unless obviously you're booking a suite, then your bathroom is the same
Yeah.
size as the one at home. It may be bigger.
Yeah, I mean, then it's a whole hotel room.
Right.
But, you know.
We did a room tour one time. Was that like 20? Gosh, that was the Yak cruise so long ago. And we did a room tour, like we went to all of these different cabin types. And when we tell you, we went to like the owner's suite on that ship. It's the Carnival Dream.
Mm-hmm.
And we went in, we were like, excuse me, your bathroom is bigger than my room.
Yeah, we would never leave the room.
We have not been on the Carnival Magic, Betty, but we've been on the Horizon, and well, I've done the Breeze.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 sister ships. So very similar layouts, very similar vibes. So if you have any questions that we could answer, so not the Magic in general, but if you have any questions about like that class of ships, we could help you.
Because pretty much they're the same. The only difference is usually the decoration.
Right.
The size may be different by a few feet, but typically it's the same.
Yeah, Lori, we can help you guys out anytime, just to help you do a little bit of research on what you would like.
Yeah.
You guys would probably, I think, prefer Royal for sure.
Yeah.
And Virgin is definitely an idea for the 2 of you, since you're obviously adults. But from what we've gathered from people we met on the Horizon, it's very like health and workout centered. So if that gives you kind of an idea. Beautiful, a really cool idea, really cool vibe, but
Mm-hmm.
a little more geared towards like health and fitness.
Yeah.
Ooh, Betty. So we did a ranking our favorite ships, and if you're asking for Carnival, it's currently the Horizon.
Yes.
And if you're asking for Royal Caribbean, we have gone with the Symphony of the Seas.
Yes.
And if you're going with Norwegian, we've only done one, so it's the Norwegian Sun.
Yeah, I mean, I think all around, my favorite ship is the Symphony of the Seas.
It's just so,
It's
like, it's literally a vacation in and of itself.
yeah.
But you guys went on the Mardi Gras and didn't like it? That makes me sad.
I know.
We go on her in December for Christmas. What about the Mardi Gras didn't you like? I heard it's like so confusing. Like so confusing.
Because it's a totally
different
different
layout.
type of ship than what you're used to. It's different than any other cruise ship out there.
Yes, we love the Horizon. That whole class of ships, because I really enjoyed the Breeze too when we went on it in December of 2019. So like the I think it's the Vista class. So like the Vista, the Breeze, the Magic, the Horizon. It's an amazing class of ships. And yes, Lori. Well, I wouldn't say that Virgin is too much more expensive than Royal Caribbean.
Yeah, they're not.
It's priced similar. They're a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
A lot of them are more of like 5-day cruises
Mhm.
for the same price as like what you would get with a 7-day with Royal.
Yes.
But you are getting extended stays, and most of them go to Bimini, which is a goal.
Yes.
Total goal for us is to make it to Bimini.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we would love to sit down with you guys and talk and
Yeah, you
You
guys
know.
like everyone just want to like meet up at like Starbucks or wherever. We know you're not gonna like serial kill us.
yeah. We'd love to talk with you, and we've been a lot of places, and
Yeah, we could definitely help you with what's gonna be most convenient for you
yeah, I
guys.
know a lot of different brands, and we can kind of talk through some things and budgets and all that, and see what'll be best. Reduced capacity, but it seemed crowded.
I have heard that the rooms are smaller on the Mardi Gras.
Really?
That is like the one complaint that I've heard from a lot of people, is that the cabins are smaller on the Mardi Gras, which makes me a little nervous because we're fitting 4 adults. Well, 3 adults and a fully grown teenager.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're being honest, she's almost 16. Man, it makes me really sad about the Mardi. I don't know. I've heard that about the Mardi Gras though, is that it seems, I think people get a lot of congestion in that main area because it's so new and so cool.
Yeah.
I think maybe once that wears off, maybe it'll feel less like to everybody.
And that's crazy about that feeling that way at reduced capacity, because now
Right.
everybody's at full capacity.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, we did like 35% capacity
on the
on
Horizon
on the Horizon and the Symphony.
and the Symphony, and
That
the
was-
Symphony
oof.
that
was
felt
awful.
dead.
We couldn't find people. We were searching for other like passengers on the Symphony in September. Like looking like, are you a passenger or are you a worker? There was probably 3 to 1, maybe not 5 to 1 with workers on the Symphony in that September of 2021. Considering like when we went on the Horizon, it felt a little more normal.
Mm-hmm. It was actually enjoyable because we were, not crowded, not running into
Right.
people, but we still had fun. Royal, when we went on the Symphony, we're the only one in the bar. You'd be walking the promenade and there was nobody there.
The only time you ever ran into people was at the Rising Tide bar.
Yeah.
It was like the only, like we spent almost the entire cruise at the Mechanical bar, and we were the only ones. Like the bartenders knew us by name. They have our drink pulled up. They brought my grandma ice. It was like crazy.
And no, we have not been on Celebrity yet.
It is a dream though, mainly because we follow Captain Kate on
Yes.
TikTok. If you just look up Captain Kate on TikTok, if you're on TikTok, she is one of the only female ship captains. And she works for Celebrity, and she has a cat
Bug.
named Bug, and we're obsessed.
I want to meet Bug.
We wanted to get with her before she went to Europe. She's currently in Europe on the Celebrity Beyond.
Yes.
She just brought the ship out. I believe it comes next. I think she'll be back here next year though, and we are going to sail with Kate and Bug.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I want
Captain Kate and Bug.
I want my picture with Bug on formal night. Like, I'm doing this. So it'll happen. We'll get to Celebrity at some point.
Kim, no. Both guests do not have to purchase the Wi-Fi.
No.
Only just one can be logged in at a time. So you and CJ could just switch who's logged in. I've heard the chicken is so good. I cannot wait for the big chicken. Like everyone is raving about it. Like raving about that chicken.
I just saw the that they had a breakfast because I've been trying to plan out my I've been trying to plan out my meals because I'm very particular. So I've been trying to see what's open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I saw that they had the Guy's Burger joints for breakfast and Shacks for breakfast. Ooh. And I saw they had a chicken biscuit thing, and I said, oh, that sounds really good. And the Guy's Burger menu looked really good too.
Yeah, it did. Because
ParaDJ had posted that, and I was like, oh, it looks so good. I can't wait.
You're right, Betty. Everyone has different opinions on what they enjoy in a cruise, and that's the best part. Because I could love a ship, you could hate a ship, you could hate a ship, and I can love it. Did I just say that the same way? Either way, you get the gist.
It is so true. I saw another person this morning say something about the Pride moving over to Europe for the season.
I cried. I love the Pride, y'all.
And they said, well, at least we still have the Paradise in Tampa. I can't wait. I'm going next week. And I said, oh, no. But they love the Paradise. So,
but we love the Pride.
Happens.
That was so funny. Yeah. The Pride is the best.
It's headed to Europe.
It's been doing the Europe season, I thought.
Well, maybe, I don't know.
I think it's been doing Europe.
Has it?
Maybe it's coming back. Send it
John
back.
posted something about it going to Europe.
I need it back, John. Or maybe the Pride went to Alaska first and is now heading to. I don't know. I don't follow the Pride too closely. I should because I love it. Yeah. We sailed on her for the first time in March, and I think that will be a repeat ship for us.
Yeah, it's really awesome. It's a nice small ship. Yeah. It's got a really unique decor, and it's pretty cool.
It was so interesting. Like, I mean, we're not like small ship people.
Yeah.
Normally, but I don't know. And we did it during the 50th cruise, so maybe that was part of it. I don't think so though, because we ended up so our situation, we were supposed to have Frankie for our cruise director, and we love Frankie, so like we were really happy. And then we noticed on the air table for the cruise that he got pulled the week before. We were like, what happened? And they didn't have anybody as our cruise director. And we were like, well, this is gonna be fun. And we get on, and we had Alexis. And the first night we were kind of like, he was like reading off of note cards, and he was just kind of like stumbling over himself. You could see he was very unsure of himself. And then by the second night, he was doing, tons better. He had a lot more personality. He wasn't like reading off note cards. And then the next sea day, we ended up finding out that he was not a cruise director. The cruise director that was on, what ship was it? The Miracle in Alaska had to leave early, and Frankie was already going over there, so they had to pull him early, and the guy who was taking over from Frankie to be on the Pride couldn't come in until his actually scheduled date, and so they pulled Alexis off the fun squad and made him the cruise director for this huge 50th birthday celebration. And by the end of the cruise, we thought he did a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
By the end of the cruise, you were like, you've got this. Like, you can do this. Like, this is your future. Like, he was great. We also, he's moving to the celebration. We know that. He's one of the fun squad, one of the leaders of the fun squad on the celebration. I was really happy to see that. I do feel, I agree with you on the rooms of Royal Caribbean. They're just very generic. Very, it's almost like they just took it's like our first cruise was on the Monarch of the Seas back in 2009. And I feel like the rooms still look exactly like they did on the Monarch. Like nothing has changed. Nothing is updated.
Yeah, they've updated all the ships and made them mega ships, but didn't do anything to the rooms. But,
yeah, I'm partial to Carnival too.
Yeah.
Now, see, okay, this is the thing. Is I would say normally Carnival is a lot more fun. But now I'm starting to see that like Royals brought back like the belly flop contest that they haven't done in years. And they're doing all these like really cool like deck games. And I'm like, oh.
And Carnival's kind of
gone away from
that. A lot of that. They've taken a lot of those, like the hairy chest competition. A lot of those things have been taken away and replaced with some other more family-friendly games.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I love that. I just think maybe you could do maybe family friendly in the morning and more adult friendly in the afternoon, or, you know, I mean, because I love the fact that they're including the kids, and that the hula hoop competition was actually really cool to watch. But I feel like watching it once and you'd be like, okay, like I watched the hula hoop, like that's good. I don't need to see it next time.
Yeah, I've never really had a clear favorite cruise line. I'm one of those that can, you know, they both have great food. I have favorite foods out of each one. You know, I love the fun atmosphere of Carnival, but I love the ships on Royal. You know, I could take a Carnival cruise and be happy, and take a Royal Caribbean cruise and be happy. There's no...
Somebody convinced us that we need to do a Norwegian cruise for real.
Right. Not the little 3-4 day weekend one we did that we have no real experience with. We need a 7-day experience to really give that a chance. Because right now, all we really have experience with is
that
Carnival and Royal.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Carnival's upgrades, they go in when they do their upgrades. Everything changes, like everything. They get new carpet, new I mean, it's almost like a whole new ship inside. Whereas Royals just seems to upgrade the outside. That's very true. They add they've been adding plants. I'm like, great, like, thank you. I've noticed that the Oasis, they added a paint job on the top deck. They added some plants. I'm like, give us something. They added more rooms. I'm like, that's all the Oasis needed.
No, I am interested to see the Icon. I mean, that's a whole new ship. I mean, a whole new ship.
The Icon looks like it's going to be really cool.
Yeah. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the Monarch.
We loved her, though.
I loved the ship, but it's done.
When we got on her in 2009, we thought she was the biggest ship in the world. Yeah. Like, we got on, we were like, wow. And then we pulled up into port next to the Oasis, and we were like, what happened? Like, what happened to our ship? It gets shrunk. It's gone.
It's kind of like the Carnival Fantasy. It's like, oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah. It needs to go.
Yeah, there's definitely a select few that were like, okay, the Paradise.
Yeah, Sovereign. I haven't thought about that one in a long time.
I know, gosh.
I forgot about that one.
Me too. That's it.
Wow.
I know. That one's been gone for a while though too, hasn't it? Man,
it's been a
I think they sunk it around the same time they sunk the Monarch.
And Majesty.
Is that one not still going?
Wait, it might be.
They did keep that one a lot longer.
It might be.
The Majesty was just like, hey, I'm good.
I'm good.
All right, well, let's get into some of Crystal's notes that she took for this so that we could kind of, you know, update you with things, and then we'll get into our kind of wrap up for the Horizon. So I know on our cruise on the Horizon, I feel like I'm going to say the Horizon like 1,000 times. A lot of the other guests, especially on higher floors, were finding a lot of issues with children, like mostly teenagers. We sit on deck 1. They don't ever bother us down on deck 1.
No.
They do not come to the belly of the ship.
Nope.
I think it's more if you're like staying on the
7, 8.
Yeah, 7 and 8 seem to be like the party central for teenagers. And I know this has been a big issue since the comeback. Like, I mean, we've sailed a lot with children. I've never felt like it's like people complained as much as they have since the comeback.
Right. I mean, we did spring break this year.
Yeah.
We did a cruise. We did March and April, which would technically be college spring break and like our spring break, like regular school spring break.
Right.
And we did July.
Yeah. And like, I mean, like I said, we didn't have any problems because we sleep in the belly of the boat. And the kids aren't wasting their time to come all the way down to deck 1. But it has been a serious issue since the restart with kids just knocking on doors and running down hallways and screaming and carrying on. And I know a lot of people were saying they were having a lot of trouble on the Lido deck with them messing with the ice cream machines.
Oh, yeah. The ice cream machines were so messy.
Yeah.
They were just, I mean, they were having to mop up after them, and the cones were everywhere in the bowls. Yeah. And it was bad.
So now Carnival has issued a new curfew, 1 a.m. for everyone under 17 unless they're with an adult, which is when the kids club closes, So I think that's
I thought it was midnight.
No, the kid club.
Okay.
No, we made Fallon come back at No, maybe you're right.
I think it was
Because
midnight.
we made my little cousin come back at midnight. And I think we told her she could stay at the club until midnight, and then she had to be right back in the room after it closed.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so they give them a little bit of extra time. But I think that's going to be great. I mean, obviously they can be out if they're with an adult, like as long as they're with an adult in their traveling party. So it can't just be like their friend's parents. It has to be in their traveling party.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that'll curtail a lot of the craziness that was going around.
And they also sent out a email and put something on their have fun, be safe protocols as well about that, and to adults as well.
Yes, the fighting that has been happening on these ships since the restart is ridiculous.
You know, about just being on your best behavior and respecting other guests, because everyone's there on vacation and you need to respect everyone around you. And I think that's gonna help everyone to have a better time, you know. So just respect everyone, have fun.
Right? So the other thing with Carnival is they have introduced their new Thirsty Frog seltzers.
Yes. I'm so excited to try them.
So Crystal only has hibiscus and pina colada, but I thought there was a few others flavors.
I think they only showed 2.
Oh.
And mentioned 2. Some kind of hibiscus.
We know their vodka is they're vodka based. So yes, their Broadway shows.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But now listen, you should have seen Celestial Strings on the Mardi Gras. That was a good show.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Horizon has Soulbound. So like their newer shows are getting better.
Yes.
But you cannot beat the production or the Broadway production shows that Royal Caribbean does. Like we saw Rent on the Symphony and I was like, oh, in heaven.
And the aqua shows.
The aqua shows. Oh my, and the
and
ice skating
ice
shows.
skating shows.
Oh,
Royal
for sure.
Caribbean shows are amazing.
Yes.
I'm not a show person, and I think that comes from Carnival cruises. But Soulbound and Celestial Strings on the Horizon and the Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras has Celestial Strings.
Yeah.
Nobody else has Soulbound. Kind of sucks.
And then the aqua shows and ice skating shows. Those are awesome on Royal.
So Royal Caribbean is bringing back their behind the scenes tour. They call it the All Access Tour, which I'm so excited about because we were wanting to do them for forever.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, COVID happened and they shut all of that down. So I'm really excited they're bringing it back. So, you know, it takes you to the main dining room, which I mean, you've seen, but the galley, provisions, engine control, laundry, and you get to go to the bridge. They're usually like $100 per person, but it is like it's like a few hours.
Yeah. And
it's they cap it, I think, at like 25 people, or at least they used to. It's a very small number of people that, you know, are going. So you kind of get like your tour guide and it's kind of almost like a private tour almost.
Yeah, so basically you get to go behind the scenes. You get to see, like in the dining room, they're going to take you back and see how they prep for dinner. They're going to take you and see how, you know, everything is cut up and prepared, and in the provisions, that's where they store everything that is brought onto the ship in the pallets. And they're going to talk to you about, you know, how they determine how much they need for each cruise. You know, the bridge is where all the action happens as far as driving the ship and
obviously
the captain.
I'm assuming you get to meet the captain.
I'm sure.
I know at least on Carnival, I'm not sure about Royal, that it used to include a picture with the captain.
Mm-hmm. And then you get, I think, like the engine room, like for all the engineer people, where you want to see how that goes. And a lot of people are excited about like the laundry area to see how the laundry's done.
It's like a huge thing. Everyone loves that.
I don't really care how laundry's done. I mean, I see enough towels on the daily. I don't care. But some people want to know how cruise ship laundry is done. But, you know, yeah, the seawater turned into drinking water. Yeah, that definitely happens.
True. It's very true. Yeah.
So yeah, all that you probably get to see as well.
I'm sure.
So.
So Norwegian is switching to Coke products. If that is, they've been Pepsi for forever.
Carnival is still Pepsi products.
The Carnival switched to Pepsi like 3 or 4 years ago from Coke. So it's interesting to see that the ones that were Pepsi are now switching to Coke, and the ones that was Coke is now switched to Pepsi. It's very interesting.
And Royal Caribbean is Coke products.
Yes, and they have the freestyle Coke machines if you get the drink package. But it's almost kind of inconvenient because you have to carry that cup around with you that has the little chip in the bottom.
But I mean, if you order a drink like a Jack and Coke.
That's true.
I love Coke products, so, it's okay.
I don't mind the Pepsi products because I can get a Mountain Dew and then I'm just like awake for the whole day.
Yeah.
Royal Caribbean is going to get the Starlink internet that Mr. whatever his name is put into the sky for us.
Do not forget his name. He might kick us off YouTube.
Oh no,
he doesn't own YouTube, but he might.
He might soon. You never know.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is that Virgin Voyages has finally come out with their own loyalty program, which they haven't. They've been going well. Okay, they were supposed to start going in 2021, and then everything happened. So they've only been going since the restart. So they're going to do this in 2023.
But they're kind of starting it right now.
Oh.
Basically now through the end of the year, they have kind of 2 different tiers that they're going to be rolling out for people. You get these 2 different options depending on your sailings and how many you have. And I guess both of them depend on the months that it is. I think from now until the end of the year, you get it's called Deep Blue Extras.
Yeah, so you get 1 free shake for champagne, which I want to do that so bad.
Yeah.
You just shake your phone and they bring you the champagne to where you're at.
It's a whole bottle of champagne at that.
And then you get free laundry, a cocktail party, and the premium Wi-Fi.
And it said cocktail parties.
Oh.
So you may get more than 1.
That would be awesome.
And
then they are doing a sale, Red Hot Booking Months.
And that's August through December of this year.
Oh, and $200 onboard credit. That would be nice.
Yeah, $200 onboard credit. So.
And, Virgin comes with free Wi-Fi to begin with.
Yeah, they do, but you'll get the upgrade to the premium. So that's kind of cool. And then I think there are going to be, I think that's just
for right now.
There's going to be several tiers, just like with Carnival and Royal Caribbean and Norwegian.
I mean, they had to do something because we all are very much, all the other brands have some sort of loyalty program.
I did see on there though when I was looking, like they are. I believe there's something where they're gonna match.
Oh. Because not many of the brands match your loyalty. I think it's what's the other one that does match but not very well? I can't remember. Is it NYC? Princess. Give me another one. Viking, maybe? I don't know. One of the upper brands matches Holland America. Well, I think it is. That sounds more right. Will match your loyalty program, but they kind of knock you down a few notches.
Yeah.
Also.
They said something, I was reading another article about this earlier, but they said that they're going to do some kind of matching thing for now, and then they're going to have different tiers depending on how many cruises you have, and like any other loyalty program.
You'll get different perks at each level.
And something else I read.
Oh, you read so many things.
That Carnival is looking to hire somebody.
Oh, yes, they are trying to revamp the loyalty system. But they don't ever move you down from where you're at.
No.
So, which is good. Because I literally just made platinum on Carnival.
And I am not platinum yet. And I will be platinum in December. And I better not lose my platinum status, or me and Carnival are going to have a conversation.
I don't think it'll happen that fast.
They better not have.
They haven't even hired the person, whoever it is, yet. It's about time they revamped it. It's been a long time.
I do know that they said that there are so many platinum guests.
Yeah.
That they're having trouble,
It's getting overwhelming for them.
Yeah, so many platinum people, because with platinum you get the priority boarding and you get, a lot of perks with that.
And I think they're having a harder time because with, the new COVID protocols that they've been trying to like really monitor when people come on and like sticking to your time that you've picked.
And that is true. You will stay in platinum forever.
Yes.
I feel like they're gonna break platinum.
I think so.
And put something in between it.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
Yeah, because it's really platinum, diamond,
and then you're gonna be platinum for the rest for like it's like what 104 nights.
Yeah,
before no, it's like 799 nights, and then you get to the next one or something. Some very random number, some very random high number.
So you're gonna be platinum, and then pretty much you die.
Unless you're cruising like 7 times a year.
I mean, it's taken me we've been cruising. I think this is my 18th cruise coming up.
So then my 19th.
And
I just like to shove it in her face a little bit.
Yeah, whatever. And
that's right, 199. You're right. I was just trying to make it really astronomical.
And I've been on, I think it'll be 13 with Carnival.
We've done 2, 3, 4, 5 on Royal Caribbean, I think.
And then 6.
1 on the...
So yeah, it'll be 13 with Carnival, and I'm finally platinum.
Good job, good counting. I'm proud of you.
So, I mean, it's taken me that long to get platinum. I mean, come on.
Oh, y'all.
I'll never make it diamond.
No.
But no, seriously, they're going to change this now. They're taking it.
It'll be like 3 days before we get on that ship, and they'll be like, I'm sorry, you have to have this many days to be platinum.
I mean, we're never going anywhere on Royal Caribbean. We'll never get there.
God, no. We finally hit like the 3rd tier, right? The second
we're
tier?
gold now. We just hit gold.
Right.
Just hit gold last cruise.
But bless those people. What were they? Were they Emerald?
Pinnacle.
No. Who did we meet? And they gave us their gifts on the symphony.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe you weren't with us at that. Maybe it was just me. But they were like, yeah, we're good. And I was like, oh, thanks. But they were like, yeah, we're good. And I was like, how long have you been where you're at? They were like top of the top.
It was Pinnacle people. If top of the top's Pinnacle.
Oh, so maybe they were Pinnacle.
And I just am like, wow. I mean, wow.
I
That's
wish.
crazy if you can be Pinnacle on Royal.
Right, that's a lot.
That's
a
a
lot
lot.
of coffee.
But did we cover all our topics?
We did a good job. I feel like we even added a few topics.
We did.
I feel like we just went like on a...
We did.
I don't know, my hand is like...
Mm-hmm.
Our video that we're watching is just a little bit behind, so it's like odd.
Mm-hmm. So they were supposed to have the rocket launch today in Port Canaveral.
We follow Mark Walker. He's a cruise director on Royal Caribbean.
The Mariner
Yeah,
that
Royal
sees
Caribbean.
currently.
He was actually our 2nd ever cruise director on the Monarch, and he was like, he usually, so like his family lives in the Port Canaveral, Orlando area, and usually like on day, like I wouldn't say every time they come in, but a good bit of the time his wife and daughters will come in, and he was like, it was supposed to be this weekend, and he was like, yeah, don't come, because they were expecting like what, 2 million people.
2 million people, yeah. And so they were saying, allow extra time to get to the cruise terminals. I think they said that there was the Mardi Gras and the Mariner going out today. Was it only just those 2 ships?
That doesn't seem like that would
Doesn't
be right.
seem
I'm
right,
sure some Disney ship was going out.
Yeah.
No, the Disney Wish went out yesterday, because remember we were looking at it.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's already crazy on cruise day.
Right.
With all the traffic and all the people, because you got people leaving and you got people going, and then you add 2 million people in that area.
It's wild.
And the port is right there next to, what is it, Jetty Park? Is that what it's called? and
which we accidentally drove to.
yeah, and you can see NASA from the cruise ship. I mean,
it would be a really cool experience as long as they were like launching while you were still in port. It would be awesome to see.
It was supposed to be at like 12:15 or 1:15 or something, so you'd be on the boat.
I mean, that would be awesome.
But
the trouble with all the traffic would. If it's a holiday weekend.
I don't even want to know how crazy that traffic was getting into port today, and then they canceled it.
That's awful. And apparently, I think this is the second time from what Bing Bong was saying.
Yeah.
Is that it was the second time they've canceled. They've had to, make all of these precautions. I'm sure they were probably planning on extending, embarkation.
Yeah.
Just because they would have to. I mean, at that point.
Yeah. I can't even imagine. That was probably a very stressful embarkation day for some people.
And the crew in particular. Because I'm sure everyone was like flustered and aggravated. And, the crew who gets taken out on when they're like that.
Right. I can't imagine, but I guess we'll see when they reschedule it.
It'll be rescheduled for December 17th.
Yep. No, please no. We already are gonna have 11 people. And we do not need.
2 of them are cruise newbies.
Yes.
And 5 of them are like, this is their 3rd time ever.
Yeah, we do not need any more craziness.
And I don't know,
And I've never cruised with that many people, so this is going to be overwhelming enough.
It's overwhelming to cruise with a group.
Yeah.
Especially if you feel like you have to, especially okay, when I cruised with my family the last time, there were 10 of us, I think 10 sounds right, 9 or 10. And it is completely left up to me to make decisions because I was like the only person who would cruise. Like recently, like my grandmother, like she cruises all the time with us, but no one's gonna look to her to show them where to go or what to do.
Yeah, no.
So, they're all looking at me like, hey, where do we go? What do we do? What do we do from here? And I'm like, well, what do you want to do? Like that's, here's a list of activities, you can just pick something. But they all want my help getting on and off the boat, finding their rooms, doing this and that. And I love it because I loved, feeling like they needed me, but it was also like, it's overwhelming to have 8 little ducklings following behind you. Like, wait, where do I go from here? And I'm like, in your own direction.
Yeah, because you really can do anything once you're on the boat. I mean, you can go anywhere, you can do anything.
But when you're tasked with having 8 other people's documents, their passports, their lives right there in your hands, and you're like they're not in my cabin, but here's all of their stuff. I'm gonna go over here for my cabin. But we got them together, I think.
Yep. So this should be an interesting one, and what makes it even scarier is that we've never been on the Mardi Gras.
Right, and so we've been trying to watch video after video, so they can, at least when we get on, we can be like, okay, like everyone go this way and everyone go that way.
Because it's going to be weird because we're going to get on there and we're not going to have a clue where we're going. And then we've got all these other people following us. And then we're like, I don't know where to go. Your guess is as good as mine. Just walk in a direction.
I think that actually my cousin is excited for us not to. Grayson is excited for us not to know where we're going.
Yeah.
She's like, good, you can't you're going to be in blind too. And I'm like, yeah, I am.
All I know is we need to all get the chat function and just go.
It saves your life if you're in a big group. Get the chat.
Yeah.
On Carnival, it's $5. Like on Royal Caribbean, it's ridiculous. Like you're paying like $5 a day.
Yeah, and that Carnival, it's $5 for the whole cruise, and you can just chat with your people in your group, and everyone just pay the $5.
Right.
And, that makes me feel more comfortable because I am not the type of person that likes to separate. Every cruise that we go on, I like to stay with them.
She does.
I don't glue. I don't like to separate. It's weird because, without your cell phone and being able to communicate or stay in contact with people, you're really just like, where are they? Where'd they go? You can't just text them and be like, hey, I'm over here. I'll meet you here. You can't. You don't have your cell phone. You can't call them. You have to text them on the little app. And if you don't have it, you can't do it.
She's being dramatic now.
Well, I am. I'm being serious. So I think we need to get the app.
Oh, definitely we'll be getting the chat feature for sure. Because we don't ever pay for internet. I like to be completely disconnected while I'm on the ship. Now, we will check our phones in port,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to make sure nobody has messaged the business, you know, wanting to go on a trip themselves or, you know, making sure my house hasn't burned down. But for the
And
most,
checking hockey scores.
yes. Yeah. Oh, especially in December, we're going to be like,
Mm-hmm. Because we're missing 2 games.
it's okay, she's due. And they're only against like what? Atlanta?
Savannah.
Savannah. We're going to see them like 84 times this year. Anyway, that isn't even what we're talking about.
Whatever.
So, should we go into like a little bit of what we did on the Horizon?
Sure.
No? You want to like wrap it up a little bit, even though they still have a day left to see?
I mean,
I don't know how much footage we got of the last day. That's kind of like,
we didn't really.
right, we got a little bit intoxicated at the Atrium bar with Nicola and Bori and just kind of didn't really do anything else. So that's kind of, I don't know how much footage there'll be tomorrow's video. We've definitely got to get better. But like, I feel like you don't want to just see us sitting at a bar talking to Nicola and Bori. So it's harder to like, to video when that's, you know, you're doing mostly that all day.
Yeah.
But if you ever find Nicola, and I cannot say his last name, it's like Ristovich, something along those lines, on a ship, you get a drink from him. And he's hilarious. He's loud. You will know who he is right away because he is loud. He's really, he was a lot of fun. Like a lot of fun. And we had Bori, he just told us to call, I asked him how to say his name. He said, no. You're my friend. You just call me Bori. And I was like, okay, Bori. Like, I don't know. Has anybody ever, okay, if you've been on a cruise, do you have a favorite cruise director? I feel like that is like,
I do.
you do?
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've watched the Horizon series, but if you did, you probably will know who our favorite cruise director is. We have a list, and we're proud of it for sure.
His name is Donkey.
Donkey. His name is Chris Salazar,
Donkey.
but he goes by Donkey for sure. And we love Cookie.
Cookie. He's getting ready to come back from vacation.
He's gonna take over the Horizon from Donkey.
He sure is.
And I mean, Cookie is like one of those cruise directors that you see him literally everywhere.
And he is so much fun.
He is so extra.
Extra.
He is in your face. Not in your face, but like you see him, you hear him, you know he is there.
Cousin Cookie.
Cousin Cookie.
From Texas.
He is from Texas. He is a hoot. We had him on the, funny enough, I feel like we've had him everybody. We had him on the Horizon 2019.
Oh, we did.
To the Southern Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good time. He is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know anybody who does not sail with him that does not have a blast.
Mm-hmm.
He forces you to.
All the Texas people love him.
Oh my goodness. Like we did, so the 2019 Horizon cruise, we decided we were going to dress up for 80s night. And we dressed up. We were, like, there was probably like 5 people dressed up out of like 200 people that were out there for the party. And so of course we get picked to do air guitar, and I'm like, neither of us have had it. We had literally just got back on the boat from what? Curacao?
Probably.
Like it was a late night. It was late. And we had just gotten back on the ship. We hadn't been drinking because we had done some like city tour thing. And we had literally gotten on the boat and changed into our, no, it was Aruba because we were out on the snorkel thing. Anyway, we were out, we got in the room, we changed into our 80s gear and went up to the deck. And, you know, it starts off kind of innocently, and then all of a sudden he's grabbing our arms, and I'm like, Cookie, what are you doing? And he forced us to do the air guitar contest. And I thought I did a good job. Like, Crystal was like very, like, she had to go first.
And it was awful.
I cannot imagine having to have gone first, but she did. She had to go first. And I came in second, which kind of sucked. But then, like, I thought I did, like, okay. Like, I kind of, like, just don't really remember what I did. I just acted like completely nuts. And then the kid who went after me, I thought he was kind of like, yeah, you know, like he was like, okay, but like, I feel like he was a little nervous. He was younger. They wanted you to be over 18, but he clearly was not. And
Because nobody wanted to do it.
Nobody wanted to do it. And then the last guy belly flopped into the pool. I was like, I didn't know that was an option. Of course he's going to win.
Right. I'm like, no, they went extra.
Right. I didn't know we could go extra.
Crystal was not going extra. No. That was not happening.
But yes, Cousin Cookie is a good time. And then obviously we love Donkey. Like, I don't know that we love Donkey because he's like the best cruise director, or because he's adorable and he's so sweet. And he just, I don't know, he has an accent. I don't know what it is about Donkey. Like, because I think Cookie does a better job of like hyping you up, but I feel like Donkey does a better job of like guiding you through, if that makes any sense. And then obviously like we still love Mark Walker, aka Bing Bong, from Royal Caribbean. Like I said, we sailed with him in 2010,
and we tried to sail with him in 2020, and we were booked on his sailing, and then our sailing got canceled, and so we booked it again and it got canceled again, so we moved it to 2021, but that boat was in Europe, so then we booked it on the Symphony, and then he got put on the Oasis.
Did he?
Yep.
Oh, no, he was on the Explorer. He was the one out of doing him out of Independent. He was the one doing him out of
Miami,
Puerto Rico, or the Bahamas. He took over the Bahamas cruising when the Royal Caribbean first started back. He might have gotten moved.
Yeah, because remember he was in Miami,
September.
and he was in Miami, but he was on another ship.
Okay.
And we were like, he's right over there.
Right.
We're not on it.
We love him, and like he's so funny. Like I don't even know why we love him so much, other than like when he comes out to introduce the show and he leaves, he goes, "Bing bong," and we just like could not. I mean, we were also really young. We might not feel the same about him now, but
he's so funny. He's a good cruise director. He really is. He's the only one
from Royal that we even
know.
He is.
I mean,
at all.
He's really good.
And then we've had Frankie, or Frank the Tank, and we had him in The Miracle. He was fantastic. For like, he's older, like not old, but like he's definitely probably one of the older cruise directors, even though Donkey says he's the oldest. I don't think Donkey's really the oldest. Like,
he is 40.
Yeah, but I think the Flying Scotsman is older. I'm pretty sure he's older, but I mean, I don't know. Donkey will tell you he's one of the oldest. Frankie is definitely in his 40 at least, upper 30s. But he's really funny, and he was like, to have such a small ship, because the Miracle is a smaller ship. To have such a small ship, he really brings, the atmosphere for that. I don't know how we got on that.
I don't know.
Should we tell them about our Here Sharky Sharky? The first ever comedian we saw on Royal Caribbean.
Sure.
Remember? And he did I went into my room, I went into my cabin, and I had my life jacket on, and I had to put it on, and then they were like, "Here, Sharky, Sharky, Sharky," and with his whistle and his light. I mean, he had to be there, but he's going, we were dying. It was our first ever.
With you.
It was our first ever cruise. Oh no! Should we tell the first ever cruise story?
You're gonna tell all the stories on our first live.
Yeah, but it's our friends, Rose and Diabetical, or was it Connie and Diabetical? I don't remember. It was so long ago. They were our best friends, though. Does anybody else have any questions? We'll save that story for another live.
Yeah, we gotta save some stories for another live, or we won't have anything to tell you the next time we go live.
Did we even wrap up the horizon?
No, we did not.
Highly suggest Jamaica, you do a tour.
Yes.
The poor area was nothing, and honestly, every time we've been to Jamaica, it's been a little sketch. Everyone else goes to Margaritaville, and if that's what you're into, then I would do that. But if not, I would do a tour through the boat, through Carnival. Grand Cayman, I love Grand Cayman. If you haven't gone to Grand Cayman, go to Stingray City. Hands down, it's gonna be your best bet is to go to Stingray City. If not, we did a Viator tour. It was just a city tour, and it took you to like literally everywhere in Grand Cayman.
I
felt
loved
like.
the tour.
I did too, and Gio was amazing. Our tour guide, like he was amazing. I really wish we had known it was in Grand Cayman time and not boat time. Like, I feel like a lot of the times when you're in port, like we know that they're an hour different from us, but the tours that like only service the ships in ports like usually just go on ship's time. Yeah. So we were shocked, and so were like 4 other groups of people that they went on Grand Cayman time. So we were sitting there for 2 hours, and it was like sweltering hot at like 7 a.m. So, just be aware of timing. Maybe, message them or call them. They have like a toll-free number that you can call and just check in and see like, are you like, what time zone do you operate your tours in? But yes, that tour was great. And if, you want us to send it to you, I have my email on the, on our page. So you can just shoot me an email and I can send you the information to the tour we did. And then in Cozumel, we went to Paradise Beach. But I think we would still suggest you go to Mr. Sancho's. Just book early. Now, Paradise Beach is prettier. Definitely more Instagram-y. Very green, very pink, very like Instagram-y. But I think Mr. Sancho's just has a better atmosphere.
Yeah, I definitely prefer Mr. Sancho's over...
I wouldn't mind trying Nachi Kokum.
I would too.
But I hear it's a lot quieter.
Yeah, which
more adult. Now we've almost seen fights at Nachi's at Mr. Sancho's. Well, granted, but it was hilarious to us.
Yeah.
And we sent them all on their way, and they all missed the ship. There's no doubt about it. They left with like 10 minutes to get for the ship's leaving. So, and we were like casually like, hey, like your ship leaves in 10 minutes. You might want to leave. So I know they all missed it.
Yeah, like I personally, I like Mr. Sancho's better.
It definitely has a better vibe.
But I will say, the veggie tacos
oh my God. If you go to Paradise Beach, the veggie tacos are to die for. I think their tacos in general are a little better, but their veggie tacos, oh my gosh, so good. If anybody is on here and has been to Amber Cove, what's another? Where else are we going? Grand Turk and Nassau. If you have any suggestions for us to do, I think in Nassau we're looking at doing breezes again.
Woohoo!
Or is it Warwick?
Warwick
was the other one. It's also an all-inclusive. I've talked to people who've done Baja Mar for an all-inclusive, but I can't find where they're offering that. So if you have any suggestions for us on those 3 places, please pop them in the comments, because we're tired of Nassau. But, it's where this ship is going. It was supposed to be going to Puerto Rico, and we got our itinerary changed. We went to Amber Cove in July of last year on the Horizon. And we ended up just staying in the port area at the pool, which was great. I mean, like it's a free pool, and, the drinks were a little pricey, but I mean, what'd you expect? But we'd like to go see the island this time or do something else. And then Grand Turk, we've gone twice, and we've just stayed at the port area. We've gone right there to the beach at the port, which I think is probably what we'll end up doing this time too. I think there's like a snorkeling tour we were thinking about, but if there's anything you guys have done when you've been there, please let us know, because we'd love to try something different, at least in Nassau. I'm so tired of Nassau.
Yep. All right, we've been on here an hour.
We made so many new friends.
We did.
And we talked to Lori and Kim and Chelsea and baby Ace.
Yes.
I love my baby Ace.
We made new friends.
And please feel free to comment on any of our other videos if you think, you have any ideas on things we should include in our next vlog, because every time we do it, we're like, we're going to do this time. But then we're always like, well, what if they don't want to see that,
We want to include things that y'all want to see.
Right.
Not just stuff we feel like recording.
Right. Like, I mean, or if there's anything that you want us to do a video on, please comment on any of the other videos that we have, and we can definitely cover topics. Or like I said, shoot me an email. It's in my YouTube, or it's Kayla at P2P Vacations. I did say that right? Like the way you went, I was like, oh gosh.
Oh no, I'm
I was like, I didn't say my own email right.
no, I'm just.
We definitely would love to, like, if you have just a certain topic that you're like, maybe you're wanting to cruise and you're concerned about something, you know, you want us to like kind of like do a video on it, or you know, if you want us to do another live and we can cover some more topics, definitely are things that we are open to doing.
Mm-hmm.
We're wanting to do a new cruiser video, but I think we're gonna try to break it down, because like we filmed it one time and it was like an hour long. We were like, okay, that was a bit excessive. So I think if we do it again, maybe we'll break it down topic by topic, so like every video is a different topic, and we'll just make it into like a series for you guys, so like, you know, new cruisers kind of know what to do, kind of have an idea of what's going on, so you're not walking in blind. And then, you know, if anyone is looking to book, we are travel agents and we would love to help you. Again, the email is Kayla@P2P Vacations, and our website is on our YouTube page. But we'll let you guys go watch your college football.
Yes.
And have a fantastic Labor Day weekend. And if there's not a video out tomorrow, it's because there was just no footage. If not, you'll see something from us.
There's something. We do have some footage of something to go out.
We'll see you guys again soon.
Bye.
Bye. But you're gonna have to watch me walk, because I have to turn the live off from over there.
Whoa.
And you don't get light.
That was